Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and I am apologising in advance for the lighting. It gets dark very quick at the moment, and I don't know if you can tell from what's going on, but we're moving again, so I kind of really need to get this video done. I'm gonna hopefully have some time to film this weekend to film for while we're moving, but this whole space is currently being hacked away, so I really need to get this up though because it is project pan time. So let's go through my products. The first is the MAC Studio Fix Mattifying 12-Hour Shine Control Primer. It was 27 grams. It is now 23 grams. I didn't make as much progress as previously, but 2 weeks in April was school holiday, so I usually wear less makeup then. This is definitely nearly empty. I'll be surprised if this even lasts me to the next month, to be honest. Foundation wise, I introduced 2 of them because the weather was a little bit chaotic, and I am going to keep going with the 2 of them probably for just 1 more month, and then I will cut down to 1. But the first is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. This is in the shade Cashew. This was 52 grams, it's now 50 grams. I've been mixing this in with my highlighter that I'm panning, and it looks great, but it is a little bit more matte on the skin, whereas when it's a little bit cooler, I've been wearing the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. This was 41 grams, it's now 39 grams. So I used 2 grams of each of the foundations. I think I'm only going to keep the Huda in for another, for the month of May. But the Fenty I'm definitely going to use up. But the Huda will definitely come back in once it gets warmer again. My Bobbi Brown concealer is looking so nubbiny. So much of a nubbin, that is it. And most of that is plastic, but it's still going. It was 20 grams, it's still 20 grams. It's been 20 grams since the end of January, so there's that. My Huda powder, I only used 2 grams of this. Again, it's starting to get cooler, so I'm using a little bit less powder. And again, there was 2 weeks where I didn't wear makeup anywhere near as much. So it was 87 grams, it's down to 85, but we're getting close there. Not too much left. Again, maybe another month or so. Last month I swapped my Half Magic blush out for the MAC blush in So Natural. I have this on today. Not that you can really tell because lighting. Oh, there we go. There's a good look. And that's been on for 10 hours. Crazy. 11 hours is when I put that on. This is a great blush considering it is cream to powder. Gorgeous blush. Was 34, now 33, but I think it will stay 33 for the rest of the time it is in this project. My Marc Jacobs bronzer is still at 145 grams. It is being used, but it is slow going. It just still looks the same. And my Naked Sundays Illuminator in bronze is still 26 grams, which it has been since the end of February. So last 2 months it's been 26, and I think this is going to start seeing less progress as I focus more on the Fenty foundation. My Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow, I don't know what happened. It somehow went from 47 back up to 48 grams. I had used it, but you can't tell. It is so much in there still. We'll just see. I did use my Hourglass eyeliner, but it's still sitting at 6 grams. And somehow this Auric lip balm is still going. You just need such a little amount. It's definitely worth your money though. In the skincare category, my Pharmacy Green Clean Cleanser in the Wicked collection was 87, brand new, introduced, is now 65. I know this will be finished next month because I know how these track for me, but that is how much is left. the Pharmacy Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner with azelaic acid and PHA. Oh, I didn't mark this with my texter. It looks like I made some reasonable progress on this. However, I have, in the last week, broken out in a dermatitis outbreak, so I haven't been using any actives. But that is what it looks like there. Still going strong. Was 156 grams, now 151 grams. My Glow Recipe Moisturizer is nearly done. Like, it is nearly done. If I was using actives, this would be done definitely this month. Like, not just one, but would be coming. Was 123, now 118. But because I'm on my dermatitis flare around my mouth, I'm not using that. My Olaplex number 6, I overused this once and then I decided to call it quits. I don't like this product. It is difficult to use and it's finicky. And I'm like, why am I bothering panning a product I dislike so much? So I'm introducing the Verb Glossy Shine Spray with heat protectant. I really enjoy this product. I like, my hair likes it. So we're introducing it at 150 grams. And then finally, the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream was 280, now 241. We have reached cool weather, which means I don't use, my body doesn't need regular moisturizing, which I know some people are like, Hannah, that's so lucky. Yep, look. It is, but it's also part of an underlying health condition that I found out about at the start of this year. So basically I use this only on days that I need to de-static my pants and I moisturize my legs those days, and that's it. So that's why it gets used more in winter than in summer. Not because I need more moisture in winter. So there's that. I'm also finding I'm reacting way more to fragrance on my legs, so I'm going to use up what I have and then probably just buy fragrance-free moisturizer from now on, because I don't actually need to spend the money on it because my body doesn't actually need it. That's a whole other story. If you want to hear a chatty get ready with me about all the medical things I found out at the start of this year, we can do that, but once we're in a new place, obviously. But that is it for my Project Panna update. Thank you for sticking through the terrible lighting, the chaos that is going on around me. The move is going to be good. It's going to be great. And I'm excited, but it's just a lot. But yes, hopefully when we're moved in, I can do like a Q&A, so let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know how you're going with your project pans in the comments down below. I'd love to chat with you. Click subscribe to stay tuned for more. I've got a favorites and an empties coming up. Those are the two things I plan to film this weekend. Plan to film this weekend to get me through moving. We'll see how we go. I also don't want to carry all my empties with me in the move, and it's a pretty overflowing bin at this point, so there's that. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.